unbelievable. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
It's the start!
Is this the start?
This is the start of it.
Is it?
Episode.
Fuck, I don't know. It's been a couple of months, so we're a little not with it in terms of what episode
That
it
is the worst introduction to
This
a
is the
thing ever.
best introduction.
It's not even. It's not confident.
It's-
Come on.
Start again.
Come on. It's.
That particular... Look, I had the headphones on. I wanted to be professional.
Yeah.
But it was just distracting. I was just like looking at you, but I could hear a voice coming in the right side of it. I was like, I don't like it. Anyway, yeah, welcome. It's Potato Revolution, the podcast. That's the thing that we do.
Yep.
And it's Andy and Mog. And
Special guest.
Special
Kieran
K.
Eaton.
Yep.
A sandwich.
The K man.
Melbourne comedian.
Extraordinaire.
Yep.
Man about town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is something new for us and for you too, I hope, unless...
Oh yeah. No, I've never done something like this in the bedroom. Yeah.
It only gets better from here.
2 microphones, 1 bedroom.
All right, calm down.
The YouTube sensation of the year.
So, yeah, well, look, here we are. And it's a lovely... What day is it?
Sunday.
Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
And we've got many things to talk about. That's a lie. We have not prepared anything. Anything at all.
And that's the beauty. That's the welcome to the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got thoughts. You know. Yeah. That we're human. That's all we need.
Exactly.
That's what I keep telling
mean-
myself every day.
Doesn't eventuate too much.
Will you stop dying, you bum? Are you okay?
I can't. I love cigarettes too much.
All right. Are you okay?
Yeah.
For the time being.
All right. Oh, well,
I
you
spoke too soon. All right. I'm sorry. I'll calm down.
Are you done?
Possibly. Maybe.
All right.
I think I need the buffer.
Oh my god.
How many drugs do you take?
All right. So, well, where do we start? Where to begin? Take the lead, Mr. Andrew.
Oh, no, well, I guess we've been on a bit of a break.
So
Not
we've
for anything.
not for anything in
There's
particular.
no substantial reason.
No
just
reason. Just shit
bit
of
hiatus, busy working and drinking and
just making sandwiches.
yep,
Yep.
yep, whatever needs to be done. Yeah. What we were here? What was it, about a month ago? 2 months ago?
It was 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
I had a
Well,
look
there
at
you
the
go,
date, and it
Jesus.
was actually it's been 3 months. I went
Shit.
away. I went away to Tasmania, which was
I'm not
only
gonna
2 weeks.
swear.
Yeah.
You can
I-
fucking
fuck
swear
right.
all you want.
This is the internet. Yeah.
3 motherfuckers.
3 fucking months.
You
What the-
can't stop us, cunts.
Where has our lives gone? In 3 minutes?
Poop. I just want to be popular. I feel like I'm a little out of the circle because you guys are sitting down there on a couch, and I'm up here on my my lofty chair. Which is comfy.
Yeah. No, you're excluding yourself, man.
I'm not excluding myself.
you
I
are.
can't do anything about it. I've got this tiny cord here, which won't allow me to be a part of the group.
Oh, yeah. So Morgan's microphone has an extremely tiny cord, which basically is like a shackle to the computer. He can't move or anything.
And it's not a euphemism.
It's not a euphemism. No, it's not.
Speaking into his bulbous microphone head.
This is much too sexual for me.
Really?
Yeah,
I was
this
about
is-
to get my pants off.
This is
but-
my bedroom. This is where I conduct my
This
business.
is where the action happens, apparently. That's what you said.
Yeah, when I'm asleep.
Silence. So, what do you guys think about the riots that have been happening?
Oh, the riots.
I had a thought about them.
Yeah.
It's because England's so small.
So it's like claustrophobia.
Yeah, like in usually, in tough economic times. I think, like in Japan, the similar size, when they have tough economic times, they just like commit suicide.
There you go. This is too much for me. but I have a little bit of respect for other people, and I'm just going to take it out on myself.
Yeah,
I'm not going to take it out on other people.
Yeah. It's weird though, because English culture is supposed to be. I don't know. They're pretty apathetic. They don't really care.
Until they start stealing TVs because they're upset about something and they need an excuse.
Yeah. I guess they've got a history of, like, punk and all that, and
The riots with Thatcher, who fucked the government.
Yeah, but that's.
Well, things were bad before Thatcher came in place, but she just made things that little bit extra worse.
Yeah. Do you like the band Chumbawamba?
I know of them.
They're really political.
Really?
Yeah.
Tum thumping has so much to say.
That's subliminal, man.
I get knocked down, and then I get up again. You know that song?
Well, you gotta get
That's Chumbawamba.
That's Chumbawamba.
Is that Chumbawamba?
Yeah, but
What? They're not political.
if you get the album, the rest of the songs are
See, they hook you in with the Fairy Floss song, and then, you go and buy the album, and you're just like, oh, that's making me think. I'm scared.
Economics in the 90s with my guitar and my thoughts.
No, then I've been to England and it's more hardcore than Australia. More pubs. Yeah, more homeless. It's usually fusion sometimes. Yeah.
And we're talking about basically because it's this is a question. I sort of started saying it as a statement, but it's a question. Are we talking about the reason that it seems to be more hardcore in that respect? Is that because it's like the density? Like you've got smaller space with more people, so everything just seems to be compounded. Yeah, compressed and compounded.
Like if we go per capita, we got Australia would be pretty up there with shit stuff. I don't know. We had Martin Bryant and
which was
and a lot of criminals and all that kind of thing, and in country towns they might have 100 people, but one person would be really full on, like equivalent to a rider and that kind of thing.
Well, the thing is, with this whole London riots thing, it was all apparently sparked because a kid was getting chased by police.
No, it was a black man got shot in a car.
Is that the actual story?
According to the BBC, that's what happened. It was in a very poor neighbourhood, and a guy who was suspected of being a drug dealer was sitting in a car, and he got taken out. And
was it like a sniper shot?
I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Then his family went, obviously upset and jumped up and down, and then news spread, and then
told some friends to steal some TVs.
I don't know about.
And it got out of control, and then people just
it's Facebook, man.
Facebook and Twitter as well.
Yeah.
You evils of society.
Yeah, Zuckerberg, you.
Well, when I was retelling that story, I was talking about a kid that was being chased by police. I was confusing that with the story that I was just about to get to. This incident of, some sort of social injustice happening because of police, and it involved police officers. The same thing happened when I was living in Sydney about 5-6 years ago, or I don't know how long ago it was.
Redfern?
Yeah. In Redfern, there was it was actually a kid, young Indigenous Australian, who was being chased by the cops, and he was escaping over a fence with and it impaled himself and died. And a bunch of people just went, fuck no. And then there was the Redfern riots, which were what they were, but then it spread to one of the smaller. For about 2 days, there was a little vigil of a group of people, sort of just fighting against the police for and people were linking the two incidents, even though they seemed quite unrelated. And it seems to be the same as what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, from what I was reading, testimonials from actual rioters over there, everybody gave a different account. And there were two girls. It was this thing. It was on the news. There were these two girls that were writers, and interviewer was sort of like, oh, well, you know, what are you doing? And they're going, oh, yeah, we just stole a whole bunch of alcohol. Yeah, we've been up all night drinking the free alcohol we just stole. Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, and the reporter's like, oh, right, so why are you doing this? And their response was, oh, we want to send a message to the rich people to let them know that we can do what we want.
Right.
But it just seems surreal.
Yeah.
I think because yeah, I mean we, I know, yeah, we go, I don't know, England. We imagine England as like, you know, yeah, you know, developed. You know, I don't know. It's got, you know, similar economy to us and US and all that kind of thing.
So we feel like it's on the same sort of like
playing
field as
exactly. So we start thinking, you know,
if it's going to happen there, you know, might it happen over here?
But I think Australia's too lazy.
I think you're right. I mean, like, people are talking about revolution all the time. You know, you got the guys that are like, Eureka Stockade and all of that kind of thing.
Nah.
And like, you've been talking about that for like 150 years. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. Unless you're drunk and you're a racist, there's no chance you're going to be rioting.
Not that Eureka Stockade is like, you know, traditionally connected with racism in any way, but you know.
Yeah, I was thinking more the Cronulla riots.
We're definitely. I think the good thing about Australia is definitely we're less obsessed with getting somewhere, kind of thing. We're
complacent.
We're happy to coast along.
We honestly like got mates, you know, like, you know, yeah, with, you know, I mean, we've got, successful people, role models in Australia, but we're not obsessive about it. We're like, the weird, and we actually, because the proof is like the tall poppy syndrome. We're like, oh no, he's too good for us now.
See, that's a double-edged sword, though. I mean, like, we're that complacency and, you know, happy to, you know, get along and, you know, just coast along and that sort of thing. But maybe we lack because, you know, there's that lack of drive, you know. Like, Americans are all like, oh, we can do it. This is our thing. Oh! And then we're like, just fucking chill out, mate.
Yeah, well, the other thing is that because we're relaxed and, you know, down to earth and whatnot, nothing's affected us enough to the point where it's like, all right, I'll get off the lounge and start yelling about it. But we need, like, you know, like, we're not threatened that much.
We're too apathetic. We're too, yeah. This is the closest we get to it.
I think the beer tax is probably the biggest thing for us to arc up about, you know.
Yeah.
Although I tell you what, if cigarettes start going up anymore, there's going to be fucking blood in the street.
I think
I'm going to go to Martin Bryant.
And I've strong view, and I know there's definitely a good smoking market out there.
Yeah. I just think
I don't care. All right, fuck you.
Well, I just think, you know, either make it illegal or shut the fuck up about it. Simple as that. You know, just
you can't take it so it's like insane. Like, it makes it insane. Like going.
Yeah, but like what? I'm gonna take this a little bit further. I mean, you know, you're talking about make it illegal or shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah.
It like as much as it's gonna cost because you're addicted to it, you're gonna pay for it. It's like people who buy heroin. You know, it's illegal. If they're addicted, they're just going to keep getting it at any cost, you know? It's the same as you with your cigarettes, so, you know, at least it's sanctioned by the government, so, you know, rest easy in that.
Yeah, but, I don't know.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Like, if you can only, some people...
I think if you want to inspire people to... This will inspire people to stop smoking, raise it. No, you know what? You're inspiring me. You're inspiring me to do fucking something, and it's not stop smoking.
Yeah,
I'm going to the kitchen to get a knife.
Not eating an apple, maybe.
You guys and your energy drinks.
That's great.
Can I have an energy?
I think you got one down there, do you?
Almost drunk this one.
Oh, really? So, what do you say we spin things around?
Okay, let's turn it around.
Into conspiracy theories.
All right, yeah. We spoke a little bit about it before. It came up. But now we're going to go in depth, in detail.
deep into the forest. Do you have another energy drink down there?
No,
Will you
no.
stop breaking the magic?
Hey,
There's no energy drinks involved.
Didn't you? I thought did you give him another
Yeah,
one?
I don't know.
Yeah,
There should be another one. He's
Both
drunk
of
them
them?
both. He's
Oh,
gone.
right.
He's gone nuts.
Go for it.
Really?
Oh, look!
Yeah.
Will you stop? Oh, he's just gonna be like perched up on the windowsill there, going.
Hey, now that's a conspiracy theory.
That's good for radio.
All right, I'll video it as well. We'll put it up on YouTube.
So, what's your favourite conspiracy theory?
My
Morgan?
favorite conspiracy theory. I don't know. Like, I don't really have. Let me think about this. I've got a list of
People I hate that I've written here.
people
and,
I fucking hate and tell them to just shut up about it. All right. Like I've just got a list of things that I think are quite funny.
Did they involve conspiracy theories? Man falls off bike.
Things like the U.S. moon landing being questionable, the Area 51 thing, Princess Diana's death. Was it planned and that sort of thing? Elvis is still alive. He's still walking around, and Tupac as well. People say that about him, and people say that about
Do you think it's almost like a religion? Like it's almost like as if it's people who can't deal with someone close to them going or whatever. They have to make a conspiracy theory to deal with the shock psychologically. I'm sure
It's a bit like Christianity.
Yeah,
I don't want to believe in death, so I'm going to believe something else exists after.
Well, that's it. Yeah. You're not dying. You're just going away for a while, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially funny those people who go, oh yeah, I can communicate to they those congregations and they go and they go, okay, yep, I can hit kind of like John Edwards and all that kind of
Yeah.
and they're like, yep, he says hi.
Yeah.
I love John Edwards though. He's amazing. He
He's
just
a
stands there
douche.
in the room going, "Hey, I'm thinking of a K," and he just waits for somebody to go, "Oh, there's a. I went to Kmart."
I'm feeling a dead relative. Starts with Jaw.
Oh,
John.
Josh.
Oh, I had a grandfather called John. Is he dead? Yes. How'd he die? Oh, he died he drowned in a pool.
I feel he died in a pool.
Yeah, I feel he died in a pool. Yes, that's him. Is he called John? Oh my God, he's amazing. Was he your grandfather? Yes. Buy my book.
He wants to say to you, just how you going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I'd love
if I was
to do
dead,
that.
I would go. I mean, if I was going to ask a dead person a question, I think I'm sort of quoting.
Wouldn't it be
I'm quoting Richard Dawkins here, but
What's the
what's the afterlife?
Yeah,
like?
exactly. I was thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
What are you doing? Have you got something better to do in the afterlife? Other than that?
Talk to me. Yeah.
Why are you talking to this dick? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. Conspiracy theories. Why do people like? What's your favorite conspiracy theory? Let's go around the room. Let's do this.
God. Fuck. There's so many conspiracy theories I love, and I think there are actually some that I do actually believe. I go, you know what? There's enough proof, and there's enough evidence.
I'd like to say though, like I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I'm a big skeptic. I'm skepticcentral.com.au / Morgan's penis in. What are you talking about?
Where are you going?
Sort of went on a rant there. I'm a big believer in the idea of like the JFK assassination. That's
definitely. Yeah.
There's a lot of evidence to suggest that.
So if it's government, do you think certain things are the government could potentially create a conspiracy?
There is a lot of potential for government misinformation. I'm not saying that every government does it at every turn of like every time that you get told something, it's a direct
WikiLeaks
lie
helps
and that sort of thing. Yeah, well, WikiLeaks is brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the JFK thing, when it was like there's the footage and everything, and you can look at it objectively and say to yourself, well, the things that they've said don't quite sync up with what's actually going on.
There's a lot of that going on.
And there's a lot of things that come up like that, and I think that's worth questioning and that sort of thing. But when it comes to stuff like lizard men,
Yeah, reptilians are my favourite. God, not my favourite, but they're definitely up there. Fucking Like, when you get a bunch of crazy people who are suggestible to someone else's idea, and they've also got a crazy imagination, like, it's not that hard to come up with a conspiracy theory and give it some sort of, get the ball rolling and enough people on board, you know. It's ridiculous. I mean,
well, I mean, I admit, for a moment, there was a time where I thought, man, this is too surreal for. The September 11. I've
definitely got questions about that.
Yeah,
There's no doubt in my mind. Like, that just doesn't happen.
And then I sort of, weighed it up, and I'm like, now back on the terrorists. What? I'm not on
What?
Get out! No, I mean, I'm less conspiracy, but we got, I don't know, because I sort of realized, you can go like, you can make a building collapse with the heat from the thing, but the type of the fact there wasn't enough fuel in the planes for that, and the fact that what the buildings were made out of, it wouldn't cause that damage. And even like, you've got structural engineers they went to the actual site and they saw the pylons at the bottom that were cut at certain angles, and they were going, why are all the pylons on the floor, like on the ground level, cut at a certain angle, all at the same height? And that could only be done by a certain explosive. Also, Building 4 didn't even get hit by a plane. And
if anybody has no idea what he's talking about, there's a DVD out there called Loose Change, I think you can download it online for free. And it's just a big question mark over the whole September 11th thing. I mean, watch it and take it with a grain of salt, because despite what they say, there is an agenda there. But it does raise a lot of questions, and it is, it's great for talking about over a beer.
What else is fucking crazy? And this shit is ridiculous. JFK, right? Probably I think it was about a month or two before he was assassinated. I've forgotten the name of it was called Project Blue something.
Blue balls.
No, well, something like that. Anyway, what happened was they wanted to go to war with Cuba, right? The military-industrial complex wanted to go to war with Cuba, and they needed a reason. They needed a big reason to get the American people and more of the American government behind it. So what they did was they drafted out this idea, and it was Northwood. That's what it's called, Operation Northwood. Check it out, everyone.
Not to be confused with Torchwood, the Doctor Who spin-off.
But basically what they did, they suggested, they go, okay, ways for us to go to war. One of them, they were going to stage a terrorist attack on American soil and kill a whole bunch of civilians. They were going to bomb certain buildings in America. They were going to stage an assault on American Marines, when other American Marines would be dressed as Cuban soldiers, shooting their American brothers, but dressed as all these horrendous things. And they brought that to JFK, and JFK lost the plot, and he said, what the fuck? No way are we doing this? Like, whoever's responsible for this is, you're all in trouble, blah, blah. And then before you know it, however many weeks later, bang, he's fucking out of sight, next puppet's in place, keep it going. And this is all come out under the Freedom of Information Act. Because it's happened so long ago, people think...
Yeah, after 50 years...
it can't happen again.
They released the documents, yeah.
Yeah. Or even like Pearl Harbor, fuck. The Americans knew the Japs were going to bomb it, but they let it happen so they have an excuse to go to war. Like, and there's so much manipulation going on every level. Like, girlfriend and boyfriends manipulate each other, friends manipulate each other. If you're in a work environment, the boss might withhold certain information about an employee he wants to fire because you're friends with that employee. So he won't tell you, and there's like all this information. You don't know what's going on. But if that's going on your day-to-day level, you'd have to be fucking stupid to think it doesn't happen in a government or,
I understand. I understand totally, but like in life, we often deal with the stuff that we will never like be able to, unless we get lawyers. We can't. We have to sort of go, okay, this person's sort of been a bit manipulative, but sort of got to sort of
this is stuff
move forward. I don't know. You get get on with my life.
It does eat you up if you think about it too much.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to end up like Alex Jones. All day, every day. Ladies and gentlemen.
Because exactly. In life, you can make too many problems out of life, kind of thing. But because I like to live in a nice naive bubble. I actually read a New Scientist. Oh, can I get it out?
Yeah.
Are you talking about your penis?
Also get the magazine out.
Yeah. I'm gonna get it out as well. Rock out with our cocks out.
It's got about like how.
Come back over here. Yeah, sit down before you talk.
Sorry. It's got an article about how not sometimes was it the bliss of ignorance and that kind of thing. It basically the article is called "The Curse of Knowledge."
It's the whole ignorance is bliss situation.
And it's sort of it's got lots of things like about we can actually sometimes, if we not too caught up on knowing stuff, being experts and that kind of thing, we actually can potentially gain more insight, more intelligence and that kind of thing. We're better at teaching people if we're less obsessed about knowing things. We can relate to other people, but also better for our well-being. But being too ignorant is also bad. There was I should have
bookmarked it.
Yeah.
Highlight. Well, there's that old saying, was it the more I know, the less I know?
Yeah. I think
there's an element of truth.
I think the bottom line is embrace spinning out. A lack of knowing, but know that you've got the potentials and to find out stuff, whether they're right or wrong or whatever. Life's about the journey, kind of thing. It's about connecting with people, with information and that kind of thing, and and judging people. Trying to judging people's intelligence fairly, kind of thing. Because you might be wrong. And I don't know.
I'm with you on.
Is it?
Is for people who are listening, we're just trying to.
Oh yes. Well, it says the final paragraph says, "Still, who knows? By definition, you cannot anticipate an unknown. That's one thing that it's always a virtue to know." That's something to think about.
It is. Like, they do make a point.
Yeah.
But at the same, I guess it really can't. For me anyway, especially with conspiracy theories, it's nothing more than entertainment to me. Like, I still have to wake up in the morning, go to the bathroom, still got to eat food, still need shelter, But it's, I personally, I gain more. I'm more interested in that. And I go, what? Are you serious? People think this? God, that's crazy. Or it's like, whoa, that could be, there's a bit of truth in that. Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, well, no, I think knowledge is all about the journey and sort of ciphering through, good information, bad information. So bring it all in, and then sort of, just try to find a logical pattern in your life. Don't get too obsessed about it because it's so much. Because you just say the more we know, the less we know, kind of thing. We just gotta, and life's a journey of multiple doors, and
especially if you work in a door factory.
Have you ever seen Monsters Inc? Just like that.
Oh, with the door, it took me a while to get
the doors, and he goes and he's in the the snow when there's a snow. Anyway.
That's a weird term.
Like, while I've been, on this planet, there have been a couple of great conspiracy theories that have actually come up. And, like, one of the great ones for me, being the age that I am, and the age that you guys are too, was coming up to the year 2000 and the Millennium Bug. There was this story of...
That was fantastic.
Somebody said, hey, when it gets to the year 2000, the computers...
they're not going to know what's going on.
They haven't been programmed to go up to 2000. They only go to 99, and then they click back to 01, like 1901. And that's going to cause chaos. Somebody said this, and somebody else has gone, what?
Yeah.
And he's buying all the beans and building himself a bomb shelter.
It just shows, we believe.
Yeah.
It just shows we believe fear more than. I wish that. And so it's kind of like, I guess, everything we're like, we don't know what to believe because we get the extremes of everyone, like, environmental extremes to people who go, oh, we're going to lose jobs if with the carbon tax and that kind of thing. We don't know what to believe because we just live in fear kind of thing.
Yeah, we're just sitting there like getting told, huge differences of opinion.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
You're just like, you're just going along on your day-to-day job and you're like, I don't know, it's all too big for me. I suppose I'll just keep my head down and keep working.
What about 2012?
2012.
What do you guys think about 2012?
I'm looking forward to 2012. I can't wait to reach the next level.
Year?
And you know what's funny? It is almost a very a millennium bug kind of thing with the clocks, because 2012, it's when the Mayan calendar stops. It's the end of the 13th Baktun, and then it goes into the 14th, but it's the end of the 13th, and the Mayans back in the day, to give them credit, it was the most accurate calendar, and they did actually correctly prophesy certain comets and certain events, which is fucking amazing. But trying to wrap your head around that shit, it's like, holy shit, these guys are awesome.
This is all well and good, but like, we print calendars on a yearly basis, and some of them are 12 months, some of them are 24 months. You don't print a calendar to the end of eternity. You just don't. So why are you gonna, like, if you're making a calendar like as accurate as it is and groundbreaking as it is on a wall, you're gonna stop somewhere.
Well, there's the 14th, the 14th Baktun, which exists. But at the end of the 13th, it's the only reason it's been giving any sort of significance is that it's the end of a prophecy to the end of this huge influential thing. But you think it all, it's well and good. They could see that, but they couldn't even see the fucking the decimation of their culture by Spanish invaders and whatnot. Like,
they were looking in the wrong place.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things.
But the thing is, man, now with since Einstein understanding time's just a construct, man.
It's not real.
It's all relative.
Have you heard of, I think it might be Peter J. Carroll. Pretty sure it's him. The guy behind chaos magic and things like that. He came up with time wave zero theory, which is basically, he thinks in 2012 we're all going to come to one singularity. Basically, time's going to stop. We're all going to experience this moment of love and connection, and we're all going to be one consciousness for a brief second, and then we're going to split off, and we're going to feel separate again, and we're going to be searching for that connection.
I get that.
There's so many crazy... Even, I've had people tell me aliens are floating around the planet right now. When it gets to fucking December, 21st, 2012?
Yeah.
The aliens are going to split Earth into two, so it exists in two dimensions. And all the good people are going to be in one, and all the negative people are going to be in another. It's like...
This is proof that we are fear-based creatures.
We're monkeys with imagination.
We're all trying to predict something and make it all work, and it's just not... Like that dude that was the Christian radio guy, and he's like, oh, Holocaust... Not the Holocaust, sorry, the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Armageddon. Oh, it's definitely this month of this, this year.
Right,
This
yeah,
is a
And
couple
then,
of
and then
months
when
ago.
it didn't happen, he goes, "I'm so sorry, I was definitely wrong. I was off by about 3 months, so it's going to happen again, but so quickly. Everyone listen to me."
Sell your house. Create another stock market crash.
Makes me mad.
Yeah, don't rely on America.
Well, it's interesting. We do have as far as conspiracy theories go in Australia, there's a place called Pine Gap. I wasn't aware of this until recently. I've told you about Morgan about Pine Gap, but Pine Gap happens to be the largest no-fly zone on the earth. American military bought the land, the property. You can't even get near to that place. No one knows what the fuck they're doing there. They say it's for intercepting radio transmissions from other countries for intelligence and whatnot. But every week there's about 2 or 3 massive cargo planes that fly in all the way from America, all the way to Pine Gap in Australia. They deliver consistently tons of food, equipment, like all this shit. And they're digging way far down underground. No one knows what the fuck they're doing. Not even...
If nobody knows what they're doing, how do we know it's happening?
What do you mean?
How do we know this is happening? But somebody knows that they're digging way underground.
Oh, no, well, they've come out and they've said, like, they are digging. They've got... If you look at the surface, there's only about 3 or 4 buildings, but they say they're housing about... It was like 8 or 9,000 staff at the moment down there. They're getting more in. Like, it's just... They've officially come out to say certain things. Yes, we're digging underground. Yes, there's levels deep under the earth. Yes, we're tunnelling out under the middle of Australia to the coast.
They're trying to get to China.
But they're due to sensitive information. They're sort of going, no, we're not allowed to tell you exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
But just the sheer enormity of the whole operation, like with all these planes and all these things coming in, and the fact that it's the largest no-fly zone in the world, and the only bit on land is way in the middle, and it's only a couple of buildings, but like kilometres and kilometres out. It's just bushland, but you're not allowed to go there.
Well,
And they've got tunnels. They've got like there's roads that go into the sides of mountains and shit. Like all these crazy things, and people keep seeing weird testing going on, like lights getting fired out of the ground up into like the fucking sky. It's like, what the fuck? Is it a weapon? Is it a satellite? Like
that's just Area 51 shit.
It's basically Area 51.
Yeah.
But,
And man, didn't we go to Iraq because Saddam Hussein was hiding information.
Yeah, but like he also had a bunch of oil. That's
Weapons of mass distraction.
But but no, not that Saddam Hussein was a nice guy. But let's not go about that.
I don't know. I had a certain amount of respect for him. I think anybody who can pull off a Freddie Mercury moustache in this day and age, I'm just like, yep, fucking good on you. Yeah. What did you learn this week? Anything you learned this week?
What have I learned this week? I've learned nothing.
You've learned nothing.
I've learned nothing this week. My life is it keeps on rolling, keeps on going. There's nothing that's
Keep getting drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living the dream.
Yeah. So pretty nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well,
week.
there's all things that I've learned, lessons that I've learned. There's not much that I can really think of, really. No.
Okay.
About you, Kieran? What's been going on?
Well, I've been given more responsibility at work. I don't know if I should talk about it.
Don't give us details. Just be generalised.
So you're saying before you work at 133
Nah.
Swanston Street? No.
Yeah, I work at a brothel and that. No.
I know. I go and see you.
Well, anyway, in life, sometimes you get extra responsibilities, and you got to weigh up, and it can come at a cost mentally. What responsibilities dealing with people that bring you down, and then you get a bit of extra money, but you end up spending it on stuff to make you feel better about your, to keep yourself back up to the levels that you can.
To counter the sort of like you're getting brought down by certain extra responsibilities in the job, and then you're spending the money to get yourself just back to that normal playing field.
Yeah. So, my lesson is, my life doesn't change no matter. I am still Kieran, even if, I get more responsibility or less responsibility.
I like that.
I am man.
I am still me, no matter what. But I think the main thing is enjoy whatever you do, whether it's getting drunk,
Ecstasy.
The crack pipes. Heroines. If you like the heroines, if you're
if you're a workaholic, be a workaholic, but don't hang around me. No.
If you're gonna
I like that lesson. It's a good one.
You're gonna talk about your job. Shut the fuck up.
Right. What about you, Morgan?
Me? What have I learned this week? Well, I had this really exciting idea a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Basically, I had some extra cash, and there was this thing. We're called Potato Revolution, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'd really like to see a band or 300 at this thing called Soundwave Revolution. And I said, Soundwave Revolution? It sounds like... First I was pissed off because I was like, but we're Potato Revolution. There can't be a thing called that I'm interested in because then it looks...
It's conflicting.
It's conflicting, but a bunch of cool bands were going to be turning up. It was like, Van Halen... Devon Townsend Project. I'm sure there was other ones, but that's all I give a fuck about.
Yeah.
But it was like a wish list of, 80s, 90s, and, contemporary sort of music. It was just like too good to be true. And guess what? It was too good to be true. They cancelled it, and they made a lot of people angry.
That guy, what a shitty fucking organizer he was.
Look, fuck him. It doesn't matter. But what I learned out of that experience is, I put some money to go towards something. It was like, here's some money to go over here to do something somewhere down the track, and then they cancel it. I get my money back.
Can you use it on something else?
I'm not affected. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
And
aliens are out there. No.
Aliens are out there.
The truth is in here.
The truth is in here. Points at his crotch. Well,
that's not a truth, that's a lie.
That is a lie. Well. This has been a hell of a great episode. Is it an episode or is it a show?
Is it top 10?
I'd definitely put it in the top 10 right now.
Considering we've only got about 9. I think out of all the episodes we've done, this is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
One of them.
Okay, thank you, Kieran, for coming on.
Yeah,
it's been
thanks for
awesome.
coming, man.
Peace.
Is there anything you want to plug?
Can I say when I'm doing a gig this week?
I don't know if we'll be up in time, but yeah, go for it.
If you're in Fluid Oz in corner of Franklin and Elizabeth, doing a gig at the Backpackers there. Also doing a gig at the Monastery, the corner of Church Street and Victoria Street or Parade or whatever in Richmond. And
so what days are they?
That's the Backpackers one's Tuesday night, 9 o'clock start. About 8 o'clock start one for the one on Thursday at the Monastery. So yeah.
If you want some laughs, get your ass down there and just be supportive. Don't be a dick.
Do it.
Yeah.
Go to Facebook. Yeah. Check it out.
And if you don't like me, just give me a hug.
That seems conflicting to me.
It's good karma.
Force yourself. Just take it. Take it into you.
Andy, you got anything to plug?
Just the bath, really.
Yeah.
That's about it.
It's really annoying, hey, when you're in the bath and you kick it out and it's just like...
Yeah.
I'm on a shower.
Soul.
Or you open the fridge and kick out the jams.
Oh. Yeah, your housemates really hate that.
I know. They hate it more than doing a shit in the sink.
Sticky feet. Alright, potatorevolution.com. If you're not there, then you're somewhere else, and that's an interesting time.
See you next time.
I've been Andy. No, I haven't!
You did this last time! Why are you so confusing? It's your name!
I don't know.
Not. I'm Morgan. damn it! No.
I know who I am.
I'm Mog. That's Andy. We
Kieran
had
points at
Kieran
me.
as well. Say bye, everyone.
Bye,
See ya.
everyone.